Hey filmmakers, today we're gonna get an inside look into what it's like being a minimalist content creator. Recently, I headed over to my friend Nic's house and he gave me a full tour of his place and his process as a minimalist content creator. And we actually sat down and did another video on his channel where we talked about how buying a new camera actually can make you a better filmmaker. So definitely go check out that video. I'm gonna link it in the description below and in the card above. All right, let's jump right into the tour.
It's like Fort Knox in here. So you guys are actually getting a first look at my apartment, and I think it's coming along pretty well. I just moved in here, but the point of today's video is to talk about what I do and how I do it. Chadwin reached out to me. I've been friends with him for a little while, and he was kind of curious on my whole minimalist lifestyle and how things like that work out. But first things first, we're going to talk about my camera gear, then work into like how I go about editing, my lifestyle, and that kind of stuff. But most of my camera gear is actually housed in this Peak Design bag. I freaking love this thing. It's just really good at separating stuff, although I really don't have much in here. But starting it off, we're rocking the A6300 with the 10 to 18, and this is pretty much my go-to right now. I've had it for quite a while, and I may be in the looks for upgrading, but honestly, right now, it's been handling pretty well for me. When I do go about vlogging or making travel films, having this fancy little Manfrotto tripod is super nice. Not a big fan of the Joby Gorilla Pods because they like flop around and tip over, and watch the Casey Neistat Crash compilation. Most of them are because of the Joby Gorilla Pod. And we also got the Go-To cleaner. Cannot tell you how many times I've gotten my sensor dirty, and that saved me. Then up top here, we actually have the Weeble Lab, if I can get it out of here. This is from a company called Zhiyun. I'm sure you heard of them before. But I just love how portable and compact this thing is. It's very nice. And in addition to that, it actually has this same quick release plate right here that I use on all of my gear. So literally all I have to do is put it on here, just like that. And it's that easy. And this gimbal is already balanced to this exact setup because this is the only camera and lens that I use. So no need to fuss with it while you're out and about and everything like that. And then I guess like the final step would be to show you, oh no, we got two more things in here. Not very much, but pretty much everything that I need. This is a lifesaver. It's the red Sidewinder, I believe. It's just a multi-tool kit, but it literally has anything a filmmaker could ever need. So one piece of gear, and it solves all of your tools needs. And it's really compact and portable, so I'm a big fan of that for sure. Also, let's not let us forget about my microphone of choice, the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. Super solid, amazing quality. No need to set up a lav mic because what I'm doing, I'm always changing it up. So this always does the job. And I think the last thing in here really would be, yeah, my SD card case. This guy is from Polar Pro. Super nice. Made out of metal. Keeps all of your SD cards contained and protected. But last up, as far as my gear goes, I'm gonna break it down into the two different types of tripods, monopods I have. This guy right here is the iFootage Carbon. He'll have everything linked down in the description below. So if you wanna check out any of that gear, it'll be there for you guys to check out. But the reason why I like this monopod so much is because it can stand on its own. And one cool thing you may have noticed is it also has the same quick release plate. So all I have to do is go ahead and put it on like so. Everything has the same exact system. The amazing thing is you can let go of it like that. Last thing we have over here is some iFootage legs with the Manfrotto Nitro Tech fluid head. Freaking phenomenal. Again, with the same Manfrotto quick release plate. But this is pretty much all of the gear that I have. And honestly, it's everything that I need. I do have a light that we're actually using to light this video right now. And this is the Godox SL60W. We're just bouncing it off the wall with a C-stand, but Really, one mic is all I need, because I'm doing content creation on YouTube, and I'm also working for a software company doing their social media marketing. So it's very basic stuff. And I have everything I need to tell the story or share the message that I need to share. Dude, you should see me when I started off though. The funny thing is that it's like, I would pack so much stuff. I was actually going to NAB and everything, and it was like, it was so cumbersome that it actually made the experience unenjoyable. So like by eliminating all of this, I was actually able to focus on the experience rather than trying to deal with the gear to capture the experience. When I get home, I gotta go and edit the footage, and that's where all of the magic happens. Over here, gotta start it off with a nice, wonderful, and comfy chair. Living in Phoenix, you need something that is breathable because it gets hella hot here. So you got that nice mesh back and everything like that. And then over here, we can see the center of attention. Well, it's probably that ultra wide first, let's be honest. This is a 38-inch 4K monitor. And you know, like some people say, oh, that's not minimalist. Why would you need something that big? I edit videos. Premiere takes a lot of screen real estate, and having something like that big is so helpful. Then over here, we get the MacBook Pro. Just recently switched to this guy, and it's the Core i9 version. I am in freaking love. It's so good. But that is pretty much all as far as the computer stuff goes there. But this right here, it's the Lacy hard drive. I'm sure you've seen them a lot. I didn't really get the hype for a long time until I found out, number one, they're super fast. I always knew that they were really durable and everything like that. But number two, it has an SD card reader. I don't know if you see this here, but it's literally built in. So that way, with the MacBook Pro and the lack of an SD card reader, you can have this guy here. I don't actually use this hard drive for my personal stuff because everything I do on my YouTube channel, that's all pretty much deleted as I'm done with it. But my work, they would like me to have everything backed up, and I don't blame them, so that's why we have that there. Then on both sides here, you can see we have my SVS wireless system. It's not technically wireless the way it's set up, but that's what they named it. I really, really like audio, but I despise wearing headphones. My neighbors hate me. I've already gotten 2 noise complaints, but hey, at least my videos sound good and I can listen to some crazy music when I want to. I really wanted this, a sit-stand desk. Like people always say, oh, do you actually like stand up on this desk? All the time. Because if I'm working from home, it's a long day. If I'm sitting on my butt, I feel like I'm going crazy all day, just like, I need to get up and do something. So I can like stand up here while I'm editing, and you know, I can shuffle around, do whatever. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes I do like a little bit of a dance while I'm editing or whatever, just to kind of get the blood flowing. And I don't know, it just like gets your creative juices going when you're not like slumped in the same position all day. So I just kind of go back and forth with that. And honestly, it just, being able to have like a nice, simple setup is very important to me. Everyone's a little different. But for me, having like no distractions is very important. Being able to minimize anything that could take you away from what you're working on. I don't know if I have like ADD or what, but like I just zone off on other things. And being able to just have a clean space to do that is exactly what I need as a full-time content creator. For my personal projects, I delete the videos once I'm done with them. So as soon as I upload a video, I mean, I'll probably keep one video backed up at a time. So that way if I did a fancy little edit, I can copy it over to the next. But I delete everything. I already have an archive of my videos on YouTube. And if you think about it, how often do you really go back to look at that content that you shot? If you do want to use something that you already shot, download the video off of YouTube, or maybe even just save just the final videos. Why do you need all of that raw footage? A large part of having a clean workspace is cable management. And a lot of people complain that it's difficult to do cable management with a sit-stand desk, but all I did is put it on a white sheath and it does the job. It's flexible for when it's going up and down. I just don't like to see cables. They're distracting to me. It's a pain in the butt. It's just, I want my space to be clean. But if you go up here, you can see once we close this, I literally use one cable for my MacBook Pro here. This is one Thunderbolt cable. When I get home from work or a shoot or whatever, I plug it in, both screens. It charges it and it sends video to my ultra wide. So that's just the power of Thunderbolt, baby. So when it's the end of the day, all the work is done, I like to be able to have a cutoff time to where I don't have to think about work. And being able to relax is very important to me. It's not sponsored, but this thing is badass. It allows me to leave my apartment and it immediately turns the AC to like 78 or whatever, to where I can save money. And that makes my life very nice, that I don't have to be like thinking, oh, did I turn the AC off when I left on vacation or whatever it is. It's just the little things that make your life more simple. I like to separate things in my apartment. Editing's over there, that's work. Over here, it's chilling mode. So I don't have to think about that over there. So there's a there's a line here, you may not be able to see it though. Over here, we have my entertainment system. And you may notice that a lot of my apartment is set up like a smart home. So for instance, I can say, hey Google, turn on the TV. And what that does is immediately turns on my TV without having me try to find a remote or whatever, because that can be a pain in the ass sometimes. We all know when the remote's stuck between the couch cushions, that's the last thing you want to worry about when you're finally, work is off and you want to chill. So we have the Google Assistant there. We have my wireless router. That's super straightforward and simple to control through my smartphone. Everything here is just meant to make your life easier. And honestly, it does. But there does become a point when you have too much of that smart home stuff and it gets to become a burden. And I think I have just the right amount for myself personally. Last up, let's go on and head over to my bedroom. Probably has the least amount of tech. And that's actually for a very important reason. When it's time for bed, it's time for bed. I don't want to be thinking about work. I don't want to be on my technology at all. I just plop my phone on there and it's good to go. No fussing with cables or anything like that. That's pretty much it. I mean, I got my bed. It's pretty simple. Got a lamp over there, smart home controlled like the rest of everything else. But it's as simple as that, guys. It's about just getting rid of the distractions so you can focus on creating content. But even when you're not creating content, you gotta be able to relax and recharge so that way you can be more efficient when the time comes. I do want to thank you, Chadwin, for coming and checking the place out and letting me share with your audience what's going on. I hope you guys liked the video. Hope you guys like the place. Everyone has a different lifestyle, and hopefully I could give you a window into mine.
Definitely subscribe to Nic's channel right now. He has a ton of really awesome content on his channel. And go watch the video that we made together all about how buying a new camera actually might make you a better filmmaker. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.